to make this shit short and sweet. Number one, I don't sit for the anthem. So don't get mad at me and delete me and all this bullshit, all right? But I'm no hypocrite, and I'm a real person. So number one, you can't say that it's disrespectful to the soldiers that died for sitting when you are disrespecting the soldiers that died for taking somebody's freedom away. It's somebody's freedom if they don't want to stand. That's hypocritical. You cannot have it both ways. You can't say that that is disrespectful, but yet you are telling people they got to do this. Ain't that disrespectful? That'd be like me telling a woman you got to have a kid or something like that. You can't have an abortion or whatever. Y'all get the point. I don't want to get graphic with it. Number two, do you honor Martin Luther King Day? Do you honor the 700 million slaves that died for all of us to live in this place called America? Do you? If not, then you're being hypocritical. How can you say that the soldiers are more important than the slaves? It's all the same thing, people. You can't have it both ways. See, this is how I know that racism is very much alive in this country, because people will do that. They'll say that, you better stand for these slaves, or no, you better stand for these soldiers. But when it comes to the slaves or Martin Luther King Day, they don't want nothing to do with it. This makes no sense to me. That's hypocritical. Are you teaching your kids to honor Martin Luther King Day? If not, then what are you talking about? You can't be a hypocrite about this, man. Some people are only saying stand for the anthem because they just they see a different colored person doing it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So they have a problem with it. That's all it's about. It ain't about nothing else. And not only that, if you say, well, I don't honor Martin Luther King Day because that's a black guy and it's for blacks. Well, then maybe I could just say that song that is singing in that anthem, that's about slaves. How about that? Did you know that? So maybe I don't want to sing the song about slaves. Yeah, I stand for the anthem, but I'm not singing that song. You can't tell me I got to sing that song. And you can't tell me that I got to love a flag that I know what really represents. I love America. I love Americans. I'm glad I'm in America. I love my country. You know what I mean? But I don't have to honor the flag. I know what the flag's all about. That flag has nothing to do with me. So therefore, please don't tell me I got to honor and kneel down to a flag. That flag is not God. And it has nothing to do with people's lives. You can't tell me if I don't sing a song that I'm disrespecting people's lives. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't have to sing a song for God to know that I care about people's lives that are lost, when really the government is sending them over there anyway to die and take stuff from other people and kill other people. So I'm not even for a war in the first place. I'm against all war. I love all countries. So I don't get it. I don't understand people, man. They're hypocrites, man. If you not honor Martin Luther King Day and the 700 million slaves, I'm not trying to hear nothing about somebody, Beyonce and Jayz didn't stand up for no damn anthem or whatever. Are you honoring Martin Luther King Day and all that? That has something to do with America. 700 million slaves, something to do with America. Are you honoring that? Are you telling your kids they should honor this? I guarantee you a lot of people are not doing that. I guarantee it, because they feel like them slaves, oh, that's black people stuff. No. You wouldn't be in America doing what you're doing if it was not for them people, period, point blank. America would not be what it is. You cannot say that it's not true. It is true. And if people wasn't racist, they would see shit like this. And racism goes both ways. I'm not saying it don't. But the problem is, you know, people got to stop looking. People got to understand other people, man. You want people to understand you. If somebody don't want to stand for no anthem, that's their fucking problem. You know what I mean? Let God deal with it. If it's disrespecting people's lives that was lost, let God deal with it. You are not God. You are not entitled to tell people they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? How is people wrong? How are people wrong because they feel like America is not honoring certain groups of people, so they don't want to honor their anthem? How are they wrong for that? But you already know what it is, and I don't even know why I'm making this video, because my point is this, man. Really, all I'm talking about is this. I don't care about standing or sitting for the anthem. I stand. I don't sing the song because I already know what the song's origins are. And I don't really care about the flag because the flag has nothing to do with this country. This country and the flag, that's a piece of cloth. I don't give a damn about that piece of cloth. Care about the just like the crosses and stuff. God said don't make graven images. So I don't care about no damn cross. Does that mean that I don't believe in God or the so-called Messiah? No. I just know that crosses are full of shit. You know what I mean? Because God said don't make graven images. So therefore a cross is a graven image. So I don't care about it. And I also know the origins of the flag. It's not that I don't care about the country. The flag means nothing to me. Anyways, until people honor Martin Luther King Day and 700 million slaves, anybody talking about standing for an anthem and you don't honor these holidays, you're wrong, man. You're wrong. See how that works? It's okay for you to tell people they wrong, but you're not wrong because you don't want nothing to do with Martin Luther King Day or the 700 million slaves that ultimately gave all of us freedom in America. Ain't no way around that. People can say what they want. I don't give a fuck what they say. 700 million slaves died for every last American to have America, period, point blank. And ain't nobody saying nothing about them. I don't hear nobody worshiping them. I don't hear nobody honoring them. What happened to that? See, it's not the fact that I'm mad or anything. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to honor everybody, do everything. If it's about what people say it's about honoring lives that was lost for this country. Well, what happened to that? What happened to them 700 million lives? Why don't you honor that? See, I see a lot of hypocritical bullshit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, it ain't even about standing or sitting for no damn anthem, because I don't give a damn about that. I really don't. You know what I mean? All I care about is people respecting each other, Americans respecting each other. And all I see is Americans not respecting each other. And the bottom line is this. Soldiers supposedly go to war to die for people's freedom. So you can't tell them they got to stand or sit because you don't like it. If that's the case, then you need to be supporting Martin Luther King Day. You know what I mean? You don't want to do it, but you don't want nobody to tell you you got to do it either. That's bullshit. It's hypocritical. Care what anybody say. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. Y'all have a good day, man. I'm just saying, you know, if I was you, I would stand for the anthem. You know what I'm saying? But if people don't, you can't really judge them for that. How would you feel if you was a person and you felt like the flag and standing for the anthem basically is making a mockery of your ancestors and stuff? People don't take consideration of how other people feel. All they do is care about how they feel, and that's their fucking problem, man. Straight up, man.